Hi, I'm Cheryl Dean and I'm here to give you an overview of the very latest in retail communication solutions, Tenant Active System or TAS. In this on-demand world, technology now allows us to respond to threats and opportunities many times faster than before. Using IP as the transition medium enables us to communicate and collaborate in ways that would have seemed like science fiction as little as 5 years ago. The adoption of this technology, like any big change, takes time. But now, after years of careful research and development, the power of IP is revolutionizing communications in retail and leisure. While it is true that the industry has embraced technology to a certain degree with plasma screens, electronic catalogues and CCTV systems now common in most shopping centres, there is still very little integration between these applications. This means that enormous opportunities are being missed, not only to improve the retail experience, but to also manage risk within the retail environment. This is where TAS comes in. Developed with shopping centre managers for shopping centre managers and their retailers, TAS integrates security, communication, EPOS, marketing and much more within a very user-friendly system. Although its natural home is on an IP-based network, it works equally well along the cabled infrastructures common to most shopping centres, making the switch seamless. In addition, TAS is scalable and has been developed in such a way that it will continue to grow with the needs of the retail and leisure industry. This is in line with our customers' continual feedback and suggestions from the TAS user group. But don't just take it from me. Here's Steve Thompson, former head of IT at Liberty plc, to give you his opinion on how TAS is revolutionising retail communications within CSC.
Certainly a major consideration when implementing TAS is the resilience of the environment that it's going into. IP systems these days are highly resilient, but only if the underlying environment and infrastructure is resilient as well. And this is very key in a TAS implementation, where it has to work 100% of the time in the case of an emergency, so that centre managers can talk to the retailers quickly and easily. So consideration for it, the way the network is installed, that there is failover and fail-safe built into the network, that there is power failover and UPS power provided to ensure that in the event of a total failure within the centre, that you at least have, and centre managers specify this, an hour's uptime on the TAS system, which will allow them to evacuate and clear the centre, but knowing all along that TAS will be there and will be operating for them no matter what. But without that environment in place, then as with any system, TAS is only as good as the environment it is running in. I think that is a key point to get across. TAS is not a panacea answer to all your environment problems. They have to be taken into consideration as well. Yes, there is certainly some added value that's come through from the Chapelfield installation. Originally TAS was implemented within Chapelfield purely as a communication system between the centre management and the retailers. But going forward, applications have come through, such as the collection of retail turnover statistics, whereby a retail store manager will once a week enter his turnover figures for that week and verify them. They're then fed back through TAS to the centre staff, who collate a report which then shows how that retailer is performing within the centre, within his sector within the centre against his other retailers, where no names are named, but a league table is constructed. And it allows a two-way process then between the centre manager and the retailers that doesn't exist now, to show where benefit has been derived within the centre, how the centre is performing, how the retailer is performing as well, which is obviously is key for landlords, as at the end of the day retailers pay the landlord's rent. And certainly with the implementation of TAS, not only has it been a smooth and seamless installation, which has been a retrofit into live environments, which is always very difficult on a large scale as well. But also they've ensured that they've got the retailers on side, that there's clear understanding from the retailers as to why this system is going in, what it's going to do for them, and how to operate and use it and maintain it going forward.
Thanks, Steve. Now you have an idea of what TAS is, let's take a look at how it can be applied within the retail environment. Consider these questions. How do you discreetly tell a security guard on the piazza that CCTV shows a known shoplifter wearing a blue baseball cap standing right next to him? How do you instantly broadcast a photo of a lost child to all retail units and then reassure the frantic parents seconds later when she is found? How do you dynamically map footfall statistics against retail subsector and turnover performance to construct real-time shopping mall league tables? With TAS, all this and much more is possible. In fact, the limits to what can be achieved will only be set by our imaginations. Here's a brief insight from Robin Russell, Technical Director of TAS, who explains why our clients are getting so excited about the technology and capabilities of TAS.
Initially, TAS was developed from the ground up with the retail sector in mind. Whilst it continues to be developed for this and similar vertical markets, we're also bringing tried and tested methodologies used successfully within other business sectors. From the start, we ensured that we used up-to-date technologies as the base framework. This allows us to make use of legacy, existing and future technology found in shopping centres. Our core belief is that we can achieve anything that is required to provide technology and framework to the retail sector, whether through innovation or integration with Cisco, Panasonic and other high-end technology companies. TAS is the central interface for control and data presentation from all these sources, somewhat similar to the mashups commonly used in web-based services. Within our ongoing development cycle, we constantly monitor and evaluate new products and techniques to ascertain if they can be incorporated into TAS. The user group allows us to test our ideas whilst obtaining feedback from the industry. This truly is a technology partnership.
Thanks, Robin. It's little wonder that some of the world's leading technology companies are working in partnership with TAS. Well, that's it from me for now. If you'd like to find out more, simply register your details with one of our friendly staff by visiting the contact page and you'll receive a free DVD info pack.